So let's keep going. Alabama minus 11.5 is at Ole Miss. Man. So Alabama, that happened. LSU happened to you last week. Roll tears. Total on this one is 63 and a hook. What do you got for this one, Ross?
You're too funny, Ellie. Anyway, yeah, Alabama, we got them at minus 11.5 going as of right now. The recent AP poll that came out this week shows Alabama number 10 with a 7-2 record, and Ole Miss number 11 at 8-1. Even though Alabama does not have the better record in this matchup, and these teams are equally rated by the AP. We have a road double-digit favorite in Alabama. So that speaks volumes to me right there because, Ellie, like I've told you on numerous occasions over the last couple of years, I trust the lines makers much more than I trust the people who vote in these polls. Now, Alabama coming off that 32-31 overtime loss, heartbreaking fashion. LSU gets a 2-point conversion in overtime. Kudos to Brian Kelly for having enough kahunas to do that. But however, since 2016, Alabama has gone 5-0 straight up in ATS following an in-season loss. And when I say in-season, I mean not a bowl game loss, not a college football loss, playoff loss, but an in-season loss. The following week, since 2016, after a loss, 5-0 straight up in ATS, winning by 24.5 points per game. I know Ole Miss has a path to the college football playoff if they win out. Easier said than done. But Alabama has not lost back-to-back games since 2013, Ellie. And here's the other thing. College football, double-digit road favorites coming off a road double-digit favorite upset loss. Like Alabama is, 8-1 against the spread since 2001. They won all 9 of those games straight up, and the average margin of victory in those 9 games, 27.2 points per game. And we talked about LSU. That's a common opponent for these two teams. We already know that Alabama got nipped at the wire last week against LSU. However, when Ole Miss went to LSU earlier this season, they suffered their only loss of the year, 45-20. So if you're somebody who hinges a little bit on common opponents, this certainly favors Alabama in that regard. I'm going to lay the points here on the road with Alabama over Ole Miss, and I know I'll be in a minority in doing so.
Yeah, it's hard not to take 11.5 on with a home team for sure. I love a good home dog, but it's a situational thing. It's kind of like when we were just talking with Craig Trapp, when the Bengals lost to the Browns, this next game was just a Bengals game. It was going to happen for them. And I feel the same way about Alabama. So good call on this one. I might even tease it down just because I'm that kind of girl, but that's how we're going to roll. Alabama minus the 11.5. Guys, don't forget, like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We're on every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern.